I'm the top dog in the league, homie. Yeah. Let's speak on it, it's a stretch for anybody to reach on me. Just breathe on it, don't tell them, they gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on me and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor, I got it covered, these corners. I'm the top dog in the league, homie. Let's speak on it, it's a stretch for anybody to reach on me. Just breathe on it, don't tell them, they gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on me and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor, I got it covered, these corner like yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to D's Corner. I'm your host, D. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. We are wrapping up the off season. We are getting ready to head into OTAs. The final thing that we've got done was the NFL draft, which was this past weekend. So today I'm gonna give you my draft winners and losers. Not too many losers. Like, I really liked a lot of these teams' drafts. A lot of these teams really could be on the winning side of the draft, in my opinion. Detroit Lions are not on my list. The Chiefs are not on my list, but I really enjoyed both of their drafts. Really like the value of players that they got, and really like the direction that they're headed in. So again, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Takes no time, just a click of your mouse, click of your tablet, whatever your mobile device you're on. But again, please help me grow, trying to get to 100 subscribers, and we'll go from there. So, but today, like I said, I'm gonna jump in, give you my winners and my losers. I only really have 2 losers, and I'm pretty sure they're probably everyone's losers. All right. So first up, I have the Carolina Panthers. In my opinion, the Carolina Panthers had a phenomenal offseason, and I will touch on off seasons after these videos. This here is strictly the draft, but I really like what Carolina did. If you look, they got Xavier Leggett. They traded up and got him at the last pick in the first round to get a kid who is a solid wide receiver, still learning the position and developing his route tree, but he's in the mold of A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf. Extremely physical receiver, imposing body build, 4.3 40, strong hands, like I said, strong after the catch. This guy's really gonna help out Bryce Young, along with Jonathan Brooks out of Texas. Jonathan Brooks, in my opinion, in many's opinion, he was the most talented back in this year's draft. He was coming off an ACL injury, but he does have other backs in front of him, Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders, so that he can kind of come along in his recovery. But this is really a future team. This team really boosted up its skill positions. Again, it went offensive line heavy in free agency. I really like the pickup of Trayvon Wallace. He's a tackling machine out of Kentucky, should do extremely well. And Jatavian Sanders. Jatavian Sanders is an athletic tight end. Tight end is a young quarterback security blanket. When you think about the wide receivers that this team now has, along with the tight end and Jatavian Sanders, this is a really good team. Not necessarily a really good team. I still think they'll finish last in their division, but they will be a lot better than they were last year. This team's future does look bright, does have a young offensive minded head coach, first-time head coach coming over from Tampa Bay. He knows what he can get out of 2 wide receivers. I really like what the future holds for the Carolina Panthers. Dan Morgan did a great job on his first draft as GM. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears are obviously one of my winners. Anytime that you pretty much are awarded the first round pick and didn't earn the first round pick, meaning you weren't the worst team in the NFL, that's a plus. Being able to get you a rookie quarterback in Caleb Williams, pairing him with your offseason additions, but really pairing him with Rome Odunze at the ninth pick, being able to have a young wide receiver and a young quarterback grow together. Rome is in an extremely great position because he gets to learn behind Keenan Allen, who is a fantastic route runner. Rome can track the ball. He's a really good route runner. He'll become even more of a technician. as he grows and learns behind Keenan Allen and ready to supplement him next year and possibly become the number one wide receiver, at least 1B when you think about him and DJ Moore. The Kieran, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, the tackle out of Yale, has a great opportunity to step in somewhere on this offensive line, either left or right tackle. They got right last year, so he'll have an opportunity to come in and earn a position somewhere. But it's a really good value pick. They started off with 4 picks, ended up with 5, and 4 of their 5 picks, in my opinion, should contribute. Finishing off their draft with Austin Booker, giving Montez Sweat some form of running mate at the defensive end position. The Chicago Bears are now in what looks to be a very tough division in the NFC North, but they aren't the only ones with firepower. They're now coming in and they feel that they have enough firepower, and the man pulling the trigger like the rest of the teams in the division. The Pittsburgh Steelers are another winner. In my opinion, when you think about the AFC North, that is a snot bubble, 2 chin strap, bring your lunch pail to work division. It is a knockout, drag out fight every single week, every single game. And when you go out and you get Fatu and Zach Frazier as your first 2 picks, you're truly, really beefing up your offensive line. This gives Broderick Jones, the left tackle from last year, an opportunity to move to right tackle. Zach Frazier is a mauler. He screams Pittsburgh Steelers to me. I think he'll fit in perfectly in the Steel City along with Fatu. Now you really have road graders to open up rushing lanes for Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Whoever your quarterback is, either Russell Wilson, who is extremely well and has played extremely well off play action. Now that opens up in Arthur Smith's offense, or Justin Fields. Whoever it is, they now have some hog mollies in front of them, some guys who are nasty and are going to ensure that their quarterback is protected. Really like the pickup of Roman Wilson. He pairs extremely well with George Pickens. Peyton Wilson, the value that they got him late in the 3rd, being able to pair a 6'4", 230-something pound linebacker with 4.4 speed next to Patrick Quinn, TJ Watt, Highsmith, Joey Porter Jr. This team all around just got better. But this defense, especially, that's what Pittsburgh is known for. They're known for their defense. Pairing these 2 linebackers together is extremely, extremely, extremely great pick, especially with value. He does have some health issues and concerns. However, that guy knows how to find the football, and he is going to wreak havoc on those other teams in the AFC North. Really, really, really like what the Steelers did. And Mason McCormick is also a developmental guard who can come in and at the very least give you depth on your interior offensive line. My biggest winner, there's no way, shape, form, or fashion you can't say this team is not the biggest winner. Maybe one of the biggest winners of the entire offseason, but the Philadelphia Eagles. Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, they got 2 of the top 5 defensive backs with their first 2 picks. Jalix Hunt, the linebacker out of Houston Christian, is more of a developmental guy, but when you think about the players that he has to play in front of him and learn from, Josh Sweat, Bryce Huff, Nolan Smith, like this is a really was a really good value pick. Will Shipley can come in and spell Saquon, or you got different options of packages where you can have them both on the field together. Kellen Moore is going to have a field day with what they're able to do now offensively. Also love the pickup of Ainias Smith. The very least, he gives you good return man ability, but he's more of a weapon. I don't think he necessarily will be a receiver. He'll be one that you can get hand him the ball out the backfield, give him tunnel screens, give him jet sweeps. He can just come in and be an offensive weapon, really just help get the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands faster. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., this is more of a legacy pick, but they did need help at linebacker. He does get an opportunity to come in and continue to build up his body. Like I said, it's a very cool pick. You know, his father played with him. Pre-draft, his dad said if he got drafted to the Cowboys, he didn't think that he would be able to wear the jersey. He has no issue wearing the jersey now because it's the jersey that he wore. If I'm not mistaken, He does want to wear 54 like his dad. That's pretty cool. Rounding up their draft with Johnny Wilson late in the draft, who is a 6'6" wide receiver who could possibly transition to tight end. He's going to, at the very least, he's going to give you a red zone threat somewhere on the field. And when you look what they've done outside of the draft and just being able to re-sign their players, re-signing A.J. Brown right before the draft, this really helps keep him satisfied, because if you think about it, the Eagles were 10-1 last year before they had a collapse. This influx of youth, this influx of talent, this opens up so much. And we know that Kellen Moore is an OC who is credited, an OC who has had top offenses, and an OC who's going to try to put points on the board. He's got the offense to do it. Now, my two biggest losers, the Vegas Raiders. I have no idea what the Vegas Raiders were doing drafting Brock Bowers. I love the player. I hated the pick. They had so many different holes on this team. They did come back in the later rounds and kind of try to do some patchwork, but you were at 13. We knew you weren't getting a quarterback, especially with 6 flying off the board. I don't think anybody was really expecting them to go tight end when you went tight end last year with Michael Mayer. You have Devontae Adams, which this kind of feels like you're wasting another year of him. I think he'll be 31 or he'll be 32 this year. And how do you sell this now to him? Who's his quarterback? Are you going to go with Gardner Minshew, who is a really good backup quarterback, spot starter, but is he going to beat out Aiden O'Connell? Is he just going to come in and be the starter? How's that going to work? I'm not really sure. But in the second and third round, they did start to plug their offensive line holes with Jackson Powers Johnson and DJ Glaze. Glaze is a tackle, and Powers Johnson is going to be an interior guy. I think they listed him as a guard, but he can play center. Camryon Richardson gives them a body at corner. Tommy Eichenberg is a tackling machine out of Ohio State at linebacker, and Dylan Laub gives them a weapon, the running back out of New Hampshire. And I think my biggest loser of all, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, man, I have no idea I don't know their direction. I don't know that they know the direction they're going. I don't think that they have a true identity when you look at the Falcons. You gave Kirk Cousins $100 million guarantee. And then you come and you draft Michael Penix Jr. at the 8th pick, which isn't a bad pick, but you won't get to you won't get to take advantage of his rookie contract. Anytime you have a big contract at quarterback, all the other positions on your team, they're hindered. When you have that rookie contract at quarterback, you can beef up the rest of your roster. Look what the Texans did this past in free agency, helping out C.J. Stroud. Look at the Niners helping out Brock Purdy. The Falcons, you have a really good core group of offensive guys. They went heavy offense in free agency. Why on earth did you go and get Michael Penix, as well as signing, after you signed almost a month ago, or maybe a little bit longer than a month ago, Kirk Cousins, at 36-year-old, who's coming off an injury? Michael Penix has injury concerns, but in my opinion, he's an extremely talented quarterback, phenomenal thrower of the football. I feel like they probably could have traded back a couple picks and been able to still get Michael Penix Jr. Also, I don't understand the Ruka Rohoro pick from Clemson when you had Johnny Newton still on the board. Johnny Newton is more versatile, more ready to play, more pro-ready, if you will. Ruka Rohoro had a really good workout at the combine, but his tape doesn't plate on tape. Like the pickup of Braylon Trice, his tape shows, but his workouts, he had piss poor workouts, really good tape. Brandon Dorlus is a really good pickup, being able to move up and down the line. I really, really, really don't like the Falcons draft. I felt like they were trying to position themselves to take over the NFC South, especially when you see that it is really up for grabs. The only team that's really worth anything in there other than the Falcons would be the Buccaneers, and this was your opportunity to supplement them, and you really did not. You really dropped the ball on that. So again, guys, that's my final pick for my winners and my losers. Like I said, I really only had 2 losers overall. For the rest of the teams, I really enjoyed most of their drafts. I like the Colts. Obviously, I'm a Colts fan, but I like the Colts pickups. Everyone thought they were going to go corner. Once I heard Chris Ballard say he liked his corners, I knew we were going somewhere else. And us being able to get Laiatu Latu is a pretty good pickup at 15, the first defensive player, as well as the pickup of A.D. Mitchell. We got some interior linemen. Like I said, I really, really, really like what the Detroit Lions are building. San Francisco, I think San Francisco could have been a loser for how they did it. The Buffalo Bills, they were more of a loser on the first day of not being able to really get what they needed. Dallas had a decent draft. Arizona had a decent draft. Like I said, I think that there was a lot of good pickups. This is probably one of the overall better drafts that I've seen, but it was extremely deep, and everyone did have an opportunity to truly get some good players, except the Falcons and the Raiders. I'm not really sure what the hell they had going on. But again, man, those are my draft winners and losers. Again, this is D's Corner. I appreciate your time. Please, again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's right down there. Like, share, and subscribe. Help me out. It costs you absolutely nothing. It only helps me, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. You guys have a good one, and get ready and stay tuned. Don't forget to check out, I have draft grades coming for each division. I'll be trying to drop those in the next day or so. Please, please, please check out that series. It's going to be really good. And as we get into off-season or OTAs and summer workouts and everything, we'll be able to do some more content with that. But again, please like, share, and subscribe. I said it 100 times. Go ahead and do it. It means the world to me. I appreciate it.
Spazzing on the beat, they think I'm crazy. Got it under control, babe. You don't want smoke, all you see is the same.
LB tapping, keys in making waves. Ayy.
Step back, keep your distance. Ain't no telling what I just may do. I've been vibing, minding my business. Throw one up if you can relate to. Said if I ain't got it, I make do. Can't be stuck waiting on a breakthrough. And I don't need everybody praying for me. Ain't no telling who you niggas pray to.